Shut up, sit back, and let Stevie Y 1919 your butt all over this friggin' hockey rink. I want to jump down his throat and criticize him the hardest. But I can't because I got the playbook, right? Ha, 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 ha. I was raised by the same guys. You don't understand how lucky we are. Then you know what it's going to be again? 25 years of not missing the playoffs. And, we're going to have a whole nother generation that doesn't appreciate it till we get back. Hashtag Wiser Plan 1919.
Are the Red Wings a destination now? Are people excited to play for the Detroit Red Wings again? And we have a graphic up right now with a quote from Steve Yzerman. There's a core of young players that potentially has a chance to be pretty good team one day. Players recognize it. I think it was attractive for some of the players. And he's talking about the free agents coming in. Do you think we're now a destination?
Well, I'm going to paraphrase both Ben Sherratt, your new defenseman, and David Perron, your new forward, in the fact that they both said when Steve Yzerman calls, you pretty much pick up and see what he has to say. So they're excited. Two veteran guys have been around. Perron obviously won a cup in St. Louis. Is probably one of the best right-handed shot power play guys in the league. So you're going to add that, which we need to address our power play scoring. But yeah, no, I definitely think it is. And you know what? How I know it is? Because Stevie just told you it was. So forget about me sitting here, trying to say, hey, the guys, they want to come and play here. Trust me, they're yet. No, because he sees it. And you know what that tells me is how many calls that he's talked about that veteran guys want to come here and they see what's building here. So get your tickets now because they're not going to be around. And now you look at the guys that we added. Right. You did everything where you addressed, and we broke this down. You addressed your needs from your goalie to your defense, especially your defensive defenseman, more your Ben Sherratt or your Olli Mata, to establish defensive defenseman with pedigree that can move on. Then you've added a guy that can win in a 2C and Andrew Kopp, who is a proven face-off winner, and David Perron, who's a Brad Marchand light and just a fierce competitor and a leader. So just those guys there lets you know that, and then we continue to draft. I mentioned Edvinsson earlier. There's so many guys you haven't, but Soderblom and Johansson and Bergeron and all these guys that are vying for competition. We look at it and you can go through and say, I think these are what the line's going to be. You have no idea. You don't know if Stevie's done. And you don't know what moves he's going to have to make in order to make this roster right, because it's a little bit overflowing right now.
Do you think there is any little gamesmanship from Steve Yzerman, like putting that word out there, like, yeah, we're a destination now, and kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy, like, hey, I'm getting calls, or is he not that type of guy?
No, it's not. He doesn't need to posture. Okay. His posturing is being quiet. But what he's going there, too, is I see it as him saying, man, it's even more so that he would say that it would set up, but it's even more so of a destination place than he's letting on, because he's letting it on like, wow, we're just become a destination place. It's it's like, wow, a lot of guys wanted to come play here. I didn't have enough money for everybody. I didn't want it. Here's the thing, I don't want everybody.
Right.
That's the best part. Steve Yzerman,
we're no longer pitching
say,
from the
Johnny
traffic.
Gaudreau, you're great. Like, you were never in the conversation, because I guarantee Steve Yzerman doesn't think Johnny Gaudreau is the number one center guy to take you to the promised land. He's waiting for that guy. If Dylan's your 2C.
Jesus.
So, that's him just sort of, I think that's him doing when I say, well, if anybody else has more than 4 cups around here, please speak up. It's sort of like a small flex of what he's realized. To me, I think it's more of him going, oh, wow, guys really want to play here now.
Yeah, and do you think, as far as where we're at, and I know when they asked Steve Yzerman on this draft night, hey, where are you at in your rebuild? He's like, it's the third year, so I'm in the third year of the rebuild.
I think I'm going to stand firm with my clock that I set up for the Lions. It can run on the Pistons and the Red Wings. We can run all three. If you want us to do a graphic in the back, Justin, just add the Wings and the Pistons to that clock for the next season. But yeah, you got to be excited.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I know where he's at with the 3 years, but do you think he's further than he thought he would be in year 3?
You put my clock Because here's the
into your
thing.
mouth.
Up until this draft or this free agent thing, like, right, everybody almost said with the regression at the end of the season is, oh, okay, because all I'm hearing is we need answers now. Oh, he's got to prove it. He's got a GM. Shut up, sit back, and let Stevie Y 1919 your butt all over this freaking hockey rink.
I love it.
And that, no, exactly. So, I mean, I guess like you're all dumb if you don't believe in the 1919 or
coming.
hashtag.
So everyone is
question the
coming.
guy. Question him. Keep questioning him, and he's going to keep doing that. But what he just said in that quote is, you better believe it is my job's going to get easier because now guys are going to take a pay cut to come here. You don't think so? You don't think that big guy or whatever, you want to get those two guys? How did Yzerman get these two guys? I know he was close against the money. And you know what? Because they said they did what Johnny Gaudreau did. Didn't take all the money in Calgary, took a little bit less to go where he wanted to go. That's the new NHL. That's the Steve Yzerman. That's the Detroit Red Wings. So,
I absolutely love how fired up you get talking about Steve
well,
Yzerman.
because I think of all
1919.
the idiots out there.
Well-
Because you don't understand.
Get him, D-Mac.
He's a messiah, dude.
Get him.
He's a messiah.
I'm the one. Here's what's the most frustrating.
The messiah,
I want
he
to
said.
jump down his throat and criticize him the hardest. But I can't
can't do
because
it.
I got the playbook, right? Ha, 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 ha. I was raised by the same guys. So I look at the menu and go, oh, yeah, this is what it is. I spent more time around this guy than anything. He's laying it out. And you know what? It doesn't matter. Why do I be quiet? You'll never hear what I want. The minute I tell you what I want, we'll never get it. All right? So, but it, just so you know, everything that we got, I wanted. So it actually works out. But no, it gets me fired up because you don't understand how lucky we are.
Right. Well, you
Because
know,
we're not going to be back here. And then you know what it's going to be again? 25 years of not missing the playoffs. And, we're going to have a whole nother generation that doesn't appreciate it till we get back. But I don't know if I'll be around. Because once he gets this right, it's right forever. Hashtag Wiser Plan 1919.
And this is what I love because, I'm sitting with you today in 2022, and I can only imagine the intensity in the locker room when Stevie Y got up to speak to you guys, and just how passionately you're speaking about that man today. I can't even imagine what went on in that locker room before big games.
Then wouldn't come from him. His big speeches, the best ones he had were probably one-on-one. Or not in front. Otherwise,
So he'd pull you
in
aside?
practice. No, he's not that guy.
Okay.
The speeches come from everywhere else. Right?
But when he did
he's
speak-
going to mock the speech. Right? Somebody's going to say, he's going to say, shut up. Really? Like we don't know? Right? Unless it's like a big thing. That's why we called him F. Hutton. So when he did, it was like, F. Hutton talks, people listen.
Right.
Drag the needle across the record. Because he wouldn't. But then when he did, oh yeah. Edge of your seat.
I love it, man.
And it was more like Stevie yells at referees and me, but that's it, right? The other time he's always calm, cool, and
What did he yell at you about?
everything I deserved. He was always right, 99.9% of the time.
How hard was that to deal with? Damn it, this guy's
Took me
right
3
again.
years to stop sucking my thumb and crying in the corner to realize he picked on me because he liked me.
Yeah.
The reason I'm still here today is a lot of it is because it's that.
Yeah, you never invest
Listen,
that
he
effort on
kicks the
somebody you
dog.
don't think is better, right?
He's learned how to pet the dog. He didn't know how to pet the dog. He knows how to kick the dog, but that's why I always say kick the dog, pet the dog. Because Stevie didn't know how to pet the dog. I mean, a little bit now. But no, I cherish it because he's made me the man and sort of the person and never sugarcoated anything.
Yeah, he's the antithesis of the strongest one in the room, or the loudest one's the weakest one, because he's the quiet one and the strongest one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100 million%. 100 million%.
Well, I want to hear more of those locker room stories, D-Mac. I love that stuff.
So grateful to have somebody like that in my life, and it just so happens to be the guy that's going to turn this organization around.
What are the odds? It comes full circle.